How you doing? My name is Joseph Buster Jr., founder and president of Retention Frontiers Incorporated. Thank you for tuning in again for another week of inspiration. Last week we talked about continual improvement. Go YouTube it. It's out on the web. So thank you for your continued support, first of all, and thank you for tuning in each week to watch the videos. Each week we're going to try to bring you something new, a different flavor, something that offers growth and development. Last week we talked about continual improvement. As I said last week, continual improvement is basically continuing to improve your life, not being settled at the bottom of the toll pole, continue to transcend all, continue to put it all on the line, leave it all on the line, and continue to move forward as an individual. This week we're going to talk about the pivot under construction. And before we jump into that, I want to just give you some updates. We talked to Big Brothers Big Sister in Orlando, Florida today. We're going to partner with them, have a bowling event down in Orlando to help support mentorship, bring some awareness to the Trayvon Martin situation. If you don't have an idea about the Trayvon Martin case, please go out there and Google it. It's very important to be aware of what's going on around you, and not only being a part of the problem, but being a part of the solution. So we as an organization, we're going to have a bowling event. We haven't decided what we're going to do with the funds to help bring awareness to that situation, but we are going down to Orlando, Florida to try to make a difference. So once again, this week, we're going to talk about the pivot under construction. What does that mean? The pivot is something that is significant. It means a significant change in your position, a significant turn in the event that you begin to move in a different direction. If you watch basketball, you see people on the post, what they do is they pivot. They pivot and they move to the basket to score. So that's what I'm telling you this week is you got to always try to find that pivot in your life, things that are going to change your events or change the point of time that you're dealing with things. What the other part of it is under construction. Your life is always under construction. Whether it's been successful, whether it's been developed, whether you're growing as an individual, you're always under construction. Steve Harvey has a quote. He says it best. He learned it from his friend in DC. The road to success is always under construction. You're always going to see detour signs. You're always going to see men at work signs. You're always going to see people with hard hats. You're always going to have those potholes, which are your trial and tribulations. So don't give up just because your life is under construction. That means you're moving in the right direction on the road to success. Okay, so it's not about now or about yesterday, but what is it about? It's about doing something that makes an impact in not only your life, but a difference across the board. Last week, what did we talk about? We talked about the Brooklyn Dodgers, the story of Jackie Robinson, okay? We talked about how he came out in 1947 and not made a difference only in his life, but he made a difference in people's lives in the stands, people's lives on his team. So that's what we telling you to do. Like we going out to Orlando, Florida in July. Make that sacrifice, right? Make that sacrifice, have the motivation to sacrifice something, right? Like I said last week, Michael Owen has a quote. If you only put 90% into training now, that's all you're going to put out when it matters the most. So what I'm telling you is don't give up, right? Don't stop improving yourself. Don't stop allowing your life to be under some type of construction, because that only means that you're growing and you're developing as an individual. Now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with. Last weekend, I tweeted the movie Lean on Me, right? The movie Lean on Me talks about a principal by the name of Joe Clark. He had a bullhorn in the back, right? And that's what he used to make his change in a system that was already corrupt. So he went into drug-infested high school, a high school that did not have the proper MCAT scores or standards, test standards as a high school. So he went in to try to change that. But what he realized is not only did he need himself, but he needed the individuals around him and their collective effort to make a difference. So don't try to do things on your own today. Try to partner with somebody and help make a difference. Try to do something that is revolutionary, right? It's nothing good that comes in your life, right? Because there's no risk, right? I can go to the store, I can get me some food, food goes in, there's no risk because I'm eating the food, it doesn't impact anybody else. But what comes out of me is the inspiration. That's a risk, right? Because it's what on the other side of that, who receives that inspiration. So this is the movie right here, right? It's called Lean on Me. What I want you to do is go out there and blockbuster this movie It's the movie of the weekend. Like I said, go out there and try to improve something like Joe Clark did. Try to be pivoting, making pivots in your life. Try to always have your life under some type of construction, because that's the road to success. And it's not about what you did yesterday. It's about now or forevermore going forward, what you do then. I see you next week.